You will succeed or fail in business based on your ability to do these 10 things. I'm Andrei Mincov. In my 12 years running Trademark Factory, I've made my share of mistakes and had my share of victories. Working with thousands of business owners, I've seen what leads to exponential growth and what causes a company to go belly up. Success with these 10 steps separates the winners from the losers. Let's go. Number 1, a product or service people actually want. Offer something that people are actually excited to buy. Think back to the days when everyone wanted that one popular toy or gadget. Remember the Furby, Tickle Me Elmo, Cabbage Patch Kids, and the first iPhone.
Out of control lines, people waiting hours, even days. Apple fans across America don't appear to be losing any enthusiasm over the iPhone.
They flew off the shelves because the demand was insane. Ideally, that's the kind of desire you want for your product or service. Sounds impossible, right? Wrong! The pros don't manufacture desire. They tap into the demand that's already there. It's about keenly observing the market and understanding the needs and desires of your customers. Market fit is more important than your feelings about your product. Don't fall in love with your product. Fall in love with the problem you're solving. Research, listen, and adapt. When you create a solution that fits like a glove in the hands of those who need it, it's like selling candy to a baby or a Beanie Baby to an 80s mom. As the saying goes, there are two types of problems out there. There are problems that people have, and there are problems that people don't have. It's much easier to get people to buy your solution to a problem they know they have than to convince them that they have a problem to which you have the solution.
Hey, what is your problem, pal?
With each product or service you develop, ask, is this something people are seeking out? Is this solving a real problem? If the answer is a resounding yes, congratulations, you're on the right track. Step 2 is to stand out with a no-brainer offer. Your unique selling proposition is the reason customers will choose you over the competition.
You choose me?
To nail this, ask yourself, why would someone pick my product or service over all the others? Maybe it's because you offer lightning fast delivery, or your product has a feature that nobody else has thought of. Whatever it is, make it big, make it bold, and make sure everyone knows about it. This isn't just another item on the menu. It's the dish that gets people talking and coming back for more. Your no-brainer offer must focus around something your customers care about, not something only you care about. You can rave all you want about how your company would be the only company in the world to sell wrenches made by underprivileged car crash survivors from Guatemala. If people who need wrenches don't care, you don't have a USP. You have an SUP, a unique proposition. As I was building and growing Trademark Factory, I made a ton of stupid mistakes that could have been fatal to the business. The one thing that kept us going is our no-brainer offer. Trademark registration services with a guaranteed result for a guaranteed budget that we offer is the obvious choice for business owners who value and want to protect their brands. That's the offer that keeps us going despite all of the mistakes I've made. Step 3, a profitable business model. I learned this lesson the hard way. The definition of profitable is not your business is making more money than it spends. If after paying everybody on your team, paying all the bills, paying all your taxes, paying for your Facebook ads, after paying yourself whatever is left, if after all of that you haven't run out of money and gone bankrupt, it still doesn't mean your business is profitable.
What?
These are two illusions that business owners are often duped into believing, especially when they're starting their business with barely any money. Because at that point, everything looks like profit generated with an infinite rate of return, right? But that's not how it works long term. Here's how you determine if the business is profitable. Look at your desired profit margin as your number one expense, and then determine if your business can run with whatever is left. Let's say you want the shareholders of your company, and usually that means you to make 10K per month as the dividend. Let's say you determine the dividends would be 10% profit from the business that they're trying to build and that they have all the risk running. That's why you get that reward. That's why you get the dividends. And what that means is that out of every 100K the business will generate, the owner should put, you guessed it, 10K into the owner's pocket. Not get reinvested, not get spent on some important improvements, straight into the owner's pocket. So you've got 90K left. Next step is for you to determine how much of your products or services you need to sell to generate the 100K. And then you need to calculate your tax liabilities, your marketing expenses, your expenses on the team, your expenses on delivering your products or services, your sales commission, all of that in order to make, sell, and deliver $100,000 worth of your product or service. Now, price is going to be a huge factor in this calculation.
The price is wrong, bitch.
A low-priced product may be easier to sell, but you will need to make more sales. A higher-priced product requires less sales, but the universe of people willing to pay you that much will be smaller, right? If after playing around with the numbers, you can't make it work, even in theory, you don't have a profitable business model. This is why you must operate a business that sells what a lot of people want to buy. This is why you must have the compelling offer that a lot of people would feel stupid saying no to. Now, you can probably sell some ice to a few Eskimos, but it's never going to be a profitable business model long term. Number 4, a 10-second elevator pitch. Your 10-second elevator pitch is your business's tagline. It's the one-liner in the movie that everyone remembers.
I finally invented something that works!
You had me at hello.
Is looking at you, kid.
It's not the whole script, but the part that hooks you in. Your pitch should be short, sharp, and get the message across with a punch. A moron can explain anything if given enough time. Try doing it in 10 seconds. Quick tip here. If you can't explain your no-brainer offer in 10 seconds, you probably don't have a no-brainer offer. Your goal with your 10-second pitch is for the listener to say, wow, how do you do that? Or, wow, tell me more. This is where you'd have the opportunity to explain the ins and outs of what your product or service can do for them. But you need to start with a winner right away. How you do that? Hook, solution, outcome. Start with an attention-grabbing hook. You know how frustrating it is when your umbrella collapses in the wind? Now, introduce the solution. Our umbrellas are engineered to be indestructible, even in a hurricane. And then, the outcome. With our umbrellas, you stay dry and stylish, no matter how the weather. Or to give you the example from my business, now, did you know that without a trademark, you don't legally own your brand? Trademark Factory can help you trademark your brand with a guaranteed result for a guaranteed budget. For a flat fee, you get the protection you need or your money back. Boom! In less time than it takes to tie your shoes, you've conveyed a problem, your unique solution, and the benefit that makes your listeners' lives better. That's the kind of pitch that sticks in someone's mind long after the elevator has dinged its last stop. So sculpt your words carefully. Be vivid, be concise, and be compelling. This isn't just an exercise in being brief. It's an art form in making every second, every word count. A brilliant 10-second pitch isn't just the opening line. It's the line that opens doors. Number 5, if you want to succeed, you must build a great team. Imagine you're the captain of a ship. You need a crew that's skilled, trustworthy, and ready to handle whatever the sea throws at you. Your business is the ship, and your team is the crew.
Get down!
You need people who can bring their A game, complement your skills, and share your vision. A great team isn't just a group of people working together. It's a well-oiled machine where everyone knows their role and how it contributes to the bigger picture. These are the folks who will help you scale the business beyond what you could achieve alone. Think about those legendary bands where each member played a key part in creating hit after hit after hit. That's what you're aiming for. You don't need to be best friends, but you do need to play in harmony. So take the time to recruit wisely, nurture your team's growth, and cultivate an environment where everyone can thrive. Because when the team works, the dream works. Let's build not just a team, but a legacy. Oh, and here's another lesson that I've had to learn the hard way. Calculating the value of your hour only means something when you actually do high-valued activities while someone else takes care of your low-income activities. Calling yourself the CEO of the company you started is easy. Doing what a real CEO should do to make your company grow is not.
New face filters on Instagram today. This is my favorite one so far. Nice job, team.
You know, once you figure out what the CEO should actually do for your business, it makes it very easy for you to figure out what kind of team you need working for you to grow and scale your business. Number 6, make your brand memorable. You want a brand that sticks in people's minds. Think of your brand as your business's personality. It's what makes your lemonade stand the one that everyone talks about, even though there are 4 others on the same street. Your brand includes your name, your logo, your colors, and your tagline. Now here's the challenge. Try thinking of one successful business without thinking of its brand.
You better think.
You can't. And you know why? Because the brand is what we think about when we're thinking of a successful business. That's what brands are for. When you think of iconic brands, you probably remember their slogans or the unique way they made you feel. That's the branding magic at work. It's like hearing the first notes of your favorite 80s hit song and immediately feeling a rush of nostalgia. Your brand should trigger that same instant recognition and positive association in your customers' minds. To make sure your brand stands out, it should reflect what you stand for and what makes you different. It's not just about being seen, it's about being remembered. Like that one cafe with a quirky decor or the tech gadget that changed the way we live. Your brand has to resonate with people on a deeper level. So craft a brand identity that's as distinctive as your fingerprint, whether it's through your marketing materials, customer service, or the way you engage with your community. Every touch point is an opportunity to reinforce who you are and why you matter. Now, remember, a memorable brand isn't just about getting attention. It's about holding it and transforming it into loyalty.
Every one of you is wearing clothes right now that's a commodity, but you chose it for a reason. Do you understand? It's only brand.
That's how you make your mark in the business world and beyond. To finish this off, now I need to remind you, memorable and distinctive means that your brand should not be too similar to someone else's. Otherwise, it's not really a brand that will help people tell your products and services apart from those of someone else whose brand you decided to copy. Now, one of our clients put it best. If you're married to a brand you can't have, get a divorce, right? If you came up with a brand that's almost perfect, but that just happens to be too similar to a brand someone else in your field is using, go back to the drawing board and come up with a different brand. You can't build a house on a shaky foundation like that. Number 7, be seen online. Make your business visible online with a killer website and active social media presence. In today's world, if you're not online, you might as well be invisible. Your website is your business's home base on the internet, a place where people can learn about your offer, how you can help them, and how they can get in touch with you. Think of it like your digital storefront. It needs to be welcoming, informative, and easy to find. Now, let's talk about social media. It's like the town square where everyone gathers. Having a presence there is crucial. It's where you can share updates, engage with your audience, and build a community around your brand.
Wait a minute! Who are you?
But don't just broadcast. Interact, respond to comments, ask questions, and listen to what your followers have to say. It's a two-way conversation that can turn casual browsers into loyal customers. Now, remember the days of flipping through a phone book to find a business? I may have just aged myself, but those days are long gone. Now people hit up search engines and social platforms. Make sure that when they're looking for what you offer, you're there, front and center, with open arms and a wealth of information. Get this step right, and you won't just be seen. You'll be sought after. That's the power of a strong online presence. It's not just about being out there. It's about shining so bright they can't miss you. Number 8, protect your brand. You must protect your brand with a trademark. Now here's the deal. I already mentioned it. Without a trademark, you don't own your brand. In fact, you don't even have a brand. What you have is a word, an image, or a phrase that you want to be your brand, but they only become your brand once you can legally stop others from using similar words, images, and phrases to sell their products and services. And trademarking is the only way to accomplish that. Nothing else works. Getting a domain name is not enough. Setting up social media profiles won't do. Registering an LLC or incorporating a company won't give you the legal ownership of your brand. Copyright does not protect brands. Placing a TM next to your brand doesn't protect it. That's literally the reason why they came up with trademarking laws, to give business owners a simple legal tool to own and protect their brands. Trademarking is a lot like putting a fence around your house. It keeps what's yours safe and tells everyone else they need to respect your space.
Get off my lawn.
When you trademark your name, your logo, or your catchy slogan, you're telling the world, this is mine, and I have the papers to prove it. Now, I know legal stuff can sound daunting, and it often is. And there are tons of websites and companies out there that will gladly take your money, file an application for you, and then a year later, when it's rejected, they'll keep asking you for more money until you've wasted thousands of dollars with nothing to show for it. That's why I created Trademark Factory back in 2013. We're the only firm in the world that offers trademark registration services with a guaranteed result for a guaranteed budget. What it means is that if your brand is not trademarkable, you can get all your money back. It means that if the government rejects your trademark, you get all your money back. Right? It means that you will know exactly how much the whole process is going to cost you before you spend a dime. Like I said, I wanted to create a no-brainer offer to business owners who are serious about protecting their brands. If it's you, go to trademarkfactory.com and fill out the form to jump on a quick call with one of our strategy advisors who will answer all your questions and help you get started if you feel there's a good fit. This, of course, was a shameless plug for Trademark Factory. Well, because I wholeheartedly believe that you won't find a better trademarking offer on the market today, and because that's my freaking video, right? But the reason I say you need to trademark your brand so early in the game is not because my business sells trademarking services, because I've seen too many horror stories of great people who started great businesses and who didn't take care of trademarking their brands early on and ended up losing it. So whether or not you choose to do business with Trademark Factory, do consider trademarking your brand. Securing a trademark means you're serious about your business. It shows you're planning for a long haul and that you're not just playing shop. It's an investment in your brand's future and a badge that says you're the real deal. Remember, without a trademark, your brand is like a house with no locks. Anyone could walk in and make themselves at home. So put up that fence, secure your brand, and keep building your business with confidence. Number 9, get leads. Find people who want to buy what you're selling. This is about getting leads, the lifeblood of your business. Think of leads like seeds in a garden. You plant them, nurture them, and eventually they sprout into paying customers. But first, you need to find the right soil and the right seeds. How you do that? Start by understanding who your ideal customer is. Create a profile of them. What are their likes and dislikes? What problems do they face that your product or service can solve? Once you know who you're looking for, it becomes easier to find them. Now, let me take a pause here. I used to let this advice go in one ear and out the other, especially the ideal customer part. Don't repeat my mistake. Actually, ask yourself if there are any categories of people out there who would find it a complete no-brainer to buy your stuff.
Look at all this last-minute shopping. Todd has some Simple Green Cleaner and then reaches down for some Prestone.
People you wouldn't need to do any selling to, they'll beg you to sell them your stuff. Who are they? What do they believe in? How can you find them? For us, it's business owners who got burned trying to trademark their brands with other firms and failed. Now, months and thousands of dollars later, they want to do it the right way. The second they hear about our money-back guarantee and our flat fee that covers everything from start to finish, they're in. There's really no selling required. They immediately see the value. So the big marketing question for us changes from who can we sell trademarking services to how do we put Trademark Factory's offer in front of business owners who got burned trying to trademark their brands before. Once you know your ideal customer, your life as a business owner becomes 10 times easier. Use tools like social media, online ads, and even old school methods like networking at events or local community gatherings. Go where your potential customers hang out. Share valuable content that speaks to their needs and interests. Make them an offer they can't refuse. One that speaks directly to what they're looking for. Now, and remember, getting a lead is just the beginning. You have to nurture those leads, build a relationship with them, and earn their trust. That way, when they're ready to buy, your business is the first one they think of. Capturing attention is one thing, but turning that attention into action is where the real magic happens. So go out there, find your people, and start planting those seeds today. With patience and persistence, you'll see your garden of leads bloom into a thriving business. Number 10, get real. If you, 1, have a product or a service that lots of people find very valuable, 2, you have a compelling offer that clearly explains why people should get that product from you and not someone else, 3, you are targeting the right people with your offer, 4, you're using the perfect message that pierces the hearts and minds of your target audience. And 5, if you have a perfect sales process where everyone who's closable ends up buying from you, then you're set to make millions, if not billions. If you're working hard and you're nowhere near the results you think you should have at this point, then at least 1 of 5 of these components is broken. It could be your product, your offer, your message, your target fit, or your sales process. Your product might not be valuable enough. Your offer might not be compelling enough. You might be targeting the wrong people, right? You might be targeting them with a message that's not enticing enough. Or maybe your sales process is just not good enough. Maybe your salespeople are not good enough.
Emotional damage.
Identify your bottleneck. What's the weakest link in the chain? Go fix it. And if you are not making as much money as the market for your products and services allows, it always means one thing. You don't have a good enough team to give you the results that you need. After you find the weakest link in the chain, look at your team and figure out how you can strengthen it so you can improve your results. Don't look at it as something that will somehow fix itself. It won't. Imagine you have a really good recipe, but your cake doesn't taste quite right. Now, you wouldn't just throw out the whole cookbook, right? You'd check if you missed an ingredient or if something was off with the oven temperature. It's the same with your business. If sales are sluggish, it might be time to tweak the recipe. Maybe you need a clearer message, a more appealing offer, or a better way to reach your audience. Now here's a tip. Talk to your customers. Get their feedback on what's working and what's not. Sometimes the smallest change can turn a so-so into a wow. And when your customers are happy, they talk, they share, and they come back for more. That's how you create a buzz around your business and keep the cash register ringing. So take a step back, look at each component and ask yourself, is this the best it can be? If not, don't be afraid to make changes, because in the business world, adaptability isn't just smart. It's essential. Keep refining, keep learning, and keep selling. That's the path to a business that doesn't just survive, but thrives. And there you have it, the roadmap to building a successful business in 2024. The journey of entrepreneurship is full of twists and turns, but with these 10 steps in your toolkit, you're equipped to handle the ride. Remember, it's all about building something of value, something that stands out, and something that resonates with your customers. Post in the comments which of these 10 steps resonate with you the most. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Now, by the way, I want to take this opportunity to thank everyone who's subscribed and taken our subscriber count to over 10K. Now, it used to be a big milestone that I was shooting for with my videos. And now we're here. Thank you. Now, as for the 10 tips I've shared in this video, put them in action and don't just dream of success. Make it happen. Your business has the potential to be extraordinary, and it starts with you taking that first step. Roll up your sleeves, bring your passion to the table, and let's make this year the best one yet for your business. Go get them.